Hello friends, welcome to the channel of biopharmaceutics. Today we will discuss the basic consideration of pharmacokinetics. So what are the basics which are related to the pharmacokinetic bit or pharmacokinetic sections? So the different relative terms which we can come across while study of pharmacokinetic data or a pharmacokinetic study. So one by one we will discuss the different relative terms which is included into this pharmacokinetic. So first one is the dosage regimen. So dosage regimen is nothing but it is the frequency of administration of a drug in a particular dose is called as dosage regimen. Means how many number of times one can administer a drug in a particular dose is called as a dosage regimen. Both the therapeutic and the toxic effect depends upon the concentration of drug at the site of actions. Means the concentration of drug which decides whether the drug produces a therapeutic or a toxic effect on the site of actions. Next, pharmacokinetic. So pharmacokinetic is simply defined as the kinetic of a drug, that is absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion, and their relationship with the pharmacological, therapeutic or a toxicological response. Means simply a pharmacokinetic is defined as, so it is nothing but it is the kinetic, means a movement of drug through the phase, that is absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion, and their relationship with the pharmacological or a therapeutic or a toxicological response in a man and animals. So there are two aspects of pharmacokinetic studies. Means a pharmacokinetic studies can be studied by two aspects. One is the theoretical aspect, which involves the development of different pharmacokinetic models to predict the drug disposition after its administration. Means in case of theoretical aspect, the development of different type of pharmacokinetic model to predict the absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion, that is disposition of any drug after its administration to the route of administration. Next, experimental aspects, which involves the biological sampling technique, as we studied in the measurements of bioavailability, different methods to measure the bioavailability, that is urinary excretion and plasma drug concentration. Analytical methods are also included for the measurement of a drug concentration in a biological samples, the data collection and its evaluation. So next is the plasma drug concentration time profile. The two categories of parameter can be evaluated from the plasma drug concentration profile. One is the pharmacokinetic parameter and second one is the pharmacodynamic parameter. So here is a graph which shows that after an administration of single oral dose of any drug, means after the administration of any single oral dose, we can see or we can study the different pharmacokinetic as well as pharmacodynamic parameters. So when we take the time on a x-axis and plasma drug concentration on a y-axis, so clearly we can see in this graph there are mainly two phases. First phase or the initial phase is the absorption phase and second one is the post-absorption phase. The absorption phase starts with the onset of action from this point, okay, after the administration. As the rise in the concentration of drug, one point will come where a drug concentration reaches to a peak level. So that point is a Cmax, or simply we can say a peak plasma concentration. So here what happens, absorption rate is equal to the elimination rate, means at this point the absorption rate becomes equal to the elimination rate. So after this absorption phase, which is preceded by the post absorption phase, which shows the different pharmacodynamic as well as pharmacokinetic parameters. So here the dotted line, it says that here is the region of maximum safe concentration, means beyond this region, if the drug or a concentration of drug reaches to this level, so this level is said to be toxic level or a lethal level, which is shows the severe adverse reactions. So below this level maximum safe concentration, there is a minimum effective concentration. So this area or this dotted line indicates if your concentration of a drug is reaches to this point, it is a minimum effective concentration, and a range in between the maximum safe concentration and minimum effective concentration is called as therapeutic range, or we can simply it is called as therapeutic window. So this window is very much essential for the better therapeutic efficacy or better therapeutic activity of any drugs. So below this level, that is minimum effective concentration, said to be a subtherapeutic level, means here did not show any pharmacological action or any type of therapeutic activity of that drug. So here we have another also terms, that is, so this whole region shows the intensity of action of a drug. So here the duration of action of drug, that is a phase in between the absorption phase and post absorption phase. So here a whole duration of action of a drug. So this area, the area which is covered into this graph, that is a area under the curve, that is plasma time. So onset of time or the drug started here, the time is started from here. So this is a onset of time. Tmax, as we know, it is the maximum time to reach the drug at a peak level, that is time for peak plasma concentration. And finally here the down growth, which shows the elimination phase. So this is the graph which shows the drugs dispositions or a administration of drug orally by a single dose. So next is the whatever the relative terms in this graph, we will study one by one. First we will goes to the pharmacokinetic parameter. So the pharmacokinetic parameter, that is peak plasma concentration Cmax, time of peak concentration, that is Tmax, and area under the plasma level curve, that is AUC. So all these parameters we have already studied in the chapter, that is bioavailability and bioequivalence. In that point, that is measurements of bioavailability. So there is no need to explain further what is Cmax, what is Tmax, and what is AUC. So we will go towards the pharmacodynamic parameters. So first one is the minimum effective concentration. Already I have explained earlier. So it is defined as a minimum concentration of a drug in a plasma required to produce the therapeutic effect. So this word is very important. It is a minimum concentration of any drug after administration in a plasma which reaches into the plasma, or which is present into the plasma required to produce a therapeutic effect. So the concentration of a drug below the minimum effective concentration is said to be a subtherapeutic level. Next, maximum safe concentration. It is also called as minimum toxic concentration. It is the concentration of a drug in a plasma above which a adverse or a severe toxicological reaction or a unwanted effect are precipitated or produced. Concentration of a drug above the maximum safe concentration is said to be the toxic level. Means drug's concentration entered into the toxic level. Next, onset of action. The beginning of a pharmacological response is called as onset of actions. Next, onset of time. It is the time required for the drug to start producing any pharmacological response. So next, duration of action. So duration of action is nothing but the time period for which a plasma drug concentration of a drug remains above the minimum effective concentration level. It's called as duration of drug actions. Means it is a time period in between which the plasma concentration of a drug remains above the minimum effective concentration. Next, intensity of action. It is the maximum pharmacological response produced by the peak plasma concentration of a drug. Means when the drug reaches to the peak plasma concentration, that is a Cmax point, so it shows as possible as maximum pharmacological response. Next, what is therapeutic index? The ratio of maximum safe concentration to the minimum effective concentration is said to be a therapeutic index. Next, therapeutic range. The drug concentration between the minimum effective concentration and maximum safe concentration represent the therapeutic range. It also called as therapeutic window. So students, in next video we will see what is rate and rate constant and order of reactions. So before going to the compartment model, one should know the rate and rate constant and order of reactions. Okay, we will see in next video. Thank you.